Tep to the mighty scholars of St. Kofa Freedom Academy Charter School, and welcome to yet another morning circle with Baba Mark. I am coming to you from Penn Pines Park in Yaden, Pennsylvania, and right behind me you see the Darby Creek. This is another park that I bring my daughters to in the area, and the great thing about Yaden, Pennsylvania is that it has some strong Black history affiliated with its name. Back in the 1940s, Yaden residents wanted to enjoy a swim club in a very hot summer, and they were not allowed to because they were Black, and they were being discriminated against. So these families put their money together and they opened up their own swim club, which is now and it has always been the Nile Swim Club, and it is still open today. And so in Yaden, it is predominantly Black community, and a very positive community, and so they have African American history. That was the very first Black-owned swim club in Pennsylvania, and I want to say the country, but I will double check on that. However, it is still part of Black history that we should be proud of, and showing how we can economically come together and show cooperative economics to build our community. So that one tidbit, because the principle of the month is Ujamaa. So brothers and sisters, it is Monday, and welcome again to Morning Circle with Bob and Mark. Let's get started. So let's all stand in a strong Agalaya and get ready for the pouring of libations. And of course, I have permission from our elder to begin. And first and foremost, family, let's pour libations to the energy that woke us up this morning. Today we say Ashe. We pour libations to the gift of life, laughter, love, and learning, Ashe. We pour libations to the continent of Africa, the cradle of civilization, Ashe. We pour to arithmetic, scripture, the sciences, astronomy, and agriculture, Ashe. We pour to the kingdoms of the continent of Africa, the richest kingdoms to have ever been. Kingdoms like Mali, kingdoms like Kemet, Kush, Yoruba, Zulu, Maasai, Songhai, Ashe. We pour to the kings and queens of these nations. And family, I would really love for you guys to comment on the comment section of these kings and queens that we speak of so much, Ashe. And to the freedom fighters, let's comment some freedom fighters as well, Ashe. We pour libations to the millions of lives that were lost during the Great Ma'afa and the Middle Passage, Ashe. But before that, people left the continent of Africa thousands of years before anybody populated the earth, and they populated the earth, giving birth to humanity on the earth, and to them we say Ashe. We pour libations to the lives that remained on the continent of Africa, those who helped build great cities that are still around today, Ashe. And we pour libations to the freedom fighters of the nations of Africa, Ashe. And to the Middle Passage, the millions of lives that were lost, again, Ashe. And to the new nations, the nations of the New World in North America, Central America, and South America, and the Caribbean, Ashe. And to the leaders of these new nations, Ashe. We pour to the kingdoms over here, the Mayas, the Incas, the Iroquois, the Cherokee, the Tainos, Ashe. And we pour to the institutions, those who teach us about these kingdoms, those who teach us about our history, our legacy, Ashe. And we pour to the educators, Ashe. And family, we pour to those who fought for our freedoms, like Nat Turner, like Marcus Garvey, like Medgar Evers, like Harriet Tubman, Nat Turner, and William Still, and Rosa Parks, Ashe. and Ella Baker, Ashe, and Fannie Lou Hamer, Ashe. And we pour to those in our direct bloodline, our great-grandparents, our grandparents, our parents, those who helped build our families, Ashe. And we pour to you, the young people who are going to come and lead us into the future, those who are now part of our circle, who are growing and educating yourselves in order to become leaders and guide us all into the future, Ashe. And we pour to the babies and the babies' babies and those who are going to come and complete our circle, Ashe. And lastly, family, we pour to the ancestors in hopes that they accept and receive and love us for this libation. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Now, I'm in a very comfortable space. I'm at the Darby Creek again in Yeadon, Pennsylvania. It is nice and peaceful, and when I'm looking for a little bit of comfort, these are the types of places that I go to. All I hear is nature. I'm distant and away, at least 6 feet away from somebody, and this is where I come for some comfort. And speaking of comfort, for our Read Aloud, I'm going to talk to you about an educator that was looking for a comfortable spot, and he found it, but he had to go through some trials and tribulations first. And so I'm going to be reading to you one of my very favorite stories, and it is one of the most, is one of Dr. Mama's favorite stories and one of Dr. Kelly's favorite stories, and a lot of folks who are in Freedom Schools knows this story, and some of you have even acted it out. And I just wanted to share it because our word of the day is comfortable. And so I wanted to make sure I said that first, because I know last week some of you were saying, well, Brother Martinez, where's the word of the day? And I accidentally edited that out. And I wanted to make sure I said it before anything. And so again, brothers and sisters, make sure you comment down below what the word of the day is. The word is comfortable. And it's a word that you will hear in our story. And our story of the day is coming from the book called Misoso. Misoso, Once Upon a Time Tales from Africa. And this story is coming to us from the island, the beautiful island that I went to visit not just one time, but at least 10 times before I transitioned. And this is the beautiful island of Zanzibar, which is off the coast, off the east coast of Tanzania. And the story that we are reading today is Goso the Teacher. And I hope that you guys can participate with me. There's some parts that you might be familiar with, and once you get familiar with it, I want you to say it out with me. So, ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, Goso the Teacher. One day, Goso's classroom was unbearably hot, so he went to look for a comfortable spot. The place that he found was shady and cool, but it turned out to be very bad for a school. This is the tree with the big calabashes, where Goso decided to teach his classes. These are his children, his pupils who really were reading and writing in native Swahili. Under the tree with the big calabashes, where Goso decided to teach his classes. This is the gourd that fell on his head, who left the man lying as if he were dead. Right there in front of his pupils who really were reading and writing in native Swahili. Under the tree with the big calabashes, where Goso decided to teach his classes. This is the monkey up in the tree who hurried off saying, "They'll probably blame me," for dropping the calabash on a man's head, leaving him lying as if he were dead, right there in front of his pupils who really were reading and writing in native Swahili. Under the tree with the big calabashes, where Goso decided to teach his classes. This is the breeze that broke the stem that sent the calabash crashing on him, so the innocent monkey up in the tree hurried off saying, "They'll probably blame me for dropping the calabash on a man's head, leaving him lying as if he were dead," right there in front of his pupils who really were reading and writing in native Swahili. Under the tree with the big calabashes, where Goso decided to teach his classes. This is the wall that steered the breeze over and up to the top of the trees, the breeze that broke the brittle stem that set the calabash crashing on him. So the innocent monkey up in the tree hurried off saying, they'll probably blame me for dropping the calabash on the man's head, leaving him lying as if he were dead. Right there in front of his pupils who really were reading and writing in native Swahili, under the tree with the big calabashes where Goso decided to teach his classes. This is the merchant who built the wall to protect his property, that was all. The wall that chanced to steer the breeze over and up to the top of the trees, the breeze that broke the brittle stem that sent the calabash crashing on him. So the innocent monkey up in the tree hurried off saying, they'll probably blame me for dropping the calabash on the man's head, leaving him lying as if he were dead. Right there in front of his pupils who really were reading and writing in native Swahili. Under the tree with the big calabashes where Goso decided to teach his classes. When the merchant and others had gathered around, Goso opened his eyes and sat up on the ground. With his hand, he explored the lump on his head, and he said to the people, I'm glad I'm not dead. Now Goso the teacher is teaching his classes in the shade of a tree that has no calabashes. The end, brothers and sisters. And so again, the word of the day is comfortable. Goso wasn't very comfortable teaching in his hot classroom, so he wanted to find a comfortable spot. And that turned out to be not such a great spot. But he worked through it, and he found a way to make it work. And then he ended up teaching his class under a tree with no calabashes. And who could tell me, what other theme did you find in this story? So along with commenting down below the word of the day, you can comment down below another word that you may have thought, but also comment down below a theme that you may have found. We're talking about merchant, we're talking about building. Brothers and sisters, what's the principle of the month? Comment down below and let me know what your thoughts are and what that theme is that I'm looking for. Comment the word comfortable. And what is it that makes you comfortable? Sometimes we have to close our doors, close our eyes, close our minds. And sometimes we need complete silence. And I really need you guys to do that every once in a while. Right about now, let's just listen to nature. Let's stand in Angalaya, take a moment to close your eyes, and have a moment of silence where we are silent with our mouths, our bodies, and our minds, and let just the universe talk to us. The moment of silence begins now. Ashe. Hotep, mighty scholars of Sankofa Freedom Academy Charter School, it is now time for recognitions. I have a recognition. I said I have a recognition. Yes, it is now time for recognitions and family. I just want to recognize all the scholars that have been coming in and signing on, logging on to doing your work and making comments every day. There's so many of you that I recognize several times for making comments, and I'm trying my best to respond to all of your comments. And I may have missed one or two. I think I got everybody this weekend, but if I have not responded to any of your comments, please let me know. Comment again, and I'll try my best to recognize you for that. I have been receiving emails from parents, from facilitators, and I'm trying to get to everybody, and I'm just so happy that so many of you are logging end. Usually a person will be upset that they're behind on their work, but I'm behind on commenting and responding to you because so many of you are responding, and that is actually a very good thing. So keep it up. But today, I'm going to be recognizing scholars who aren't necessarily making comments, but have been turning in their work, and they have been present. They have been marking themselves present in our attendance tracker. And so first, I'm going to start with the Yoruba Nation. I'm going to recognize Nylon Taylor, Taylor Lomax, Zanoa Vance, Elijah Rivera, Laura Lindsay, Elia Bacon, Aubrey Bowman, Chloe Branham, Siraj Deiches, Maya Green, Milan Hamlin, Andre Jenkins Campos, and Rashawn Leatherberry. So good job, Yoruba Nation. And again, if I haven't called your names, please let me know. Hey, Bible Mark, I'm here too. And I will make sure that I will recognize you on our next morning circle with Bible Mark. From the Songhai Nation, and I'm jumping from one nation to another. I'm not necessarily staying on in track, in line. So, but the Songhai Nation, I'm going to recognize by Sears Seals. Good to see you, brother. J. Lees Murphy, Taj Mir Wilson, Kasaya Denby, Caden Austin, Malaya Daniels, Layla Monet Wilson, Promise Wright, Hank Hall, great to see you, brother. I hope you're feeling better. Tegan Hammonds, Kaya Coleman, Malaya Taylor, and Q Walker, Robert Seiler, Takai Fleming, and Haki Smith. I have recognized Haki a couple times already. Keep it up, brother. Keep being present. Going back to the Kush Nation, Asia Nate Brodus. She did check in on the 18th, 19th, and on Friday. I'm gonna make sure I recognize you. Paris Wells, Chase Williams, good to see you, brother. Peyton Glass, Savannah Hall, Christian Falk, Jassy Peel, Savannah Little, Brooke Palmer, Sati, Sunshine, how are you, sis? Samaj Smith, Ahmad Turner, Samir Nance, good to see you, brother. Shamari Jackson, Mikkel Million, London Hamlin, Morgan Johnson, Aubrey Johnson, good to see you, sisters. Jade and J. Lees Turner, great to see you, sisters. And Ariana Lighty, I've seen you a couple of times and you had your book ready, and I'm so happy about that. I saw that. Michaela Grant, I read your favorite book, and so please share your thoughts. Michaela Grant, Aria Gordon, Soraya Burnett, Logan Morris, Halea and Bella Smith, and Michaela and Charles Turner. Great to see you. From the Zulu Nation, and I'm just naming folks. I'm not even listing you in your nations anymore. But anyway, from the Zulu Nation, Sydney Brown, Sada, good to see you, brother. London Young, Khadijah Khan, and Karan Mines. And family, once again, if I didn't call your name, it doesn't mean I'm not recognizing that I don't see you. Is that I'm getting a whole lot of names from facilitators like Brother Bible Mark. Please recognize these scholars, and I'm trying to catch everybody. And if I didn't call you, once again, comment down below and say, Bible Mark, hey, I'm here. Please call my name, and I got you. But most importantly, I want to thank the parents. We have seen so much parent participation. Parents reaching out to me, parents commenting down below, parents sending me emails and text messages, and I appreciate that so much. Please keep in contact. I really need to know, I really want to know that you guys are doing all right. Especially today, they're doing this stay-at-home order in Philadelphia, and I just want to make sure that we're keeping in contact with one another, making sure that we are supporting one another. And to the parents, keep commenting. If you know a parent that hasn't checked us out, please check us out. Please let them know. Go to Bible Mark's Morning Circle
and make a comment. Also, reach out to your facilitators. I know facilitators are really commenting and loving how you are communicating. But the parents that I want to recognize once again, the parent, the mom of Riley Lynn Benjamin, Miss Matthews, thank you so much for reaching out. The parents of Olivia, Charlotte, and Serrani, Mr. and Mrs. Bowens, thank you for continuing to support us. The parent of Soleil Hardy Moore, Miss Gant, thank you for communicating with us. It's great to see you. The parents of Ariana Lighty, Miss Wills, great to communicate with you as well. Thank you for communicating and watching us. The parent of Ariel McLean and Armani Truesdale, I so love your sharing of us and your positive energy on social media. Really loving the communication and support that you have with us. The aunt of Dennis Holmes, of course, Sister Beth. She supports us every single day. And you've been watching and keeping in contact with me, and I'm loving that. And once again, the parent of Munir Riggins, Miss Cook, you are phenomenal. Thank you so much for watching us and communicating with us. So, brothers and sisters, those are the recognitions that I have today. That doesn't mean that I'm not seeing you if you're participating. I will continue more recognitions tomorrow with Morning Circle with Bob and Mark. Please make sure that you are signing in to sfacs.us and you are clicking on the Sankofa Cyber Programs Lower School. Get your work in, continue to get your work in, continue to participate, continue to grow academically, and continue to communicate with us and communicate with each other through this technology that we have, that we are so blessed with. These morning circles for Mondays and Tuesdays are a lot simpler. We're doing our read aloud, we're doing our libations and recognitions. Last Friday's morning circle was outstanding, and I love the participation. We are still getting views and comments even today on Monday. And we had about 300 views, and that's still growing. And this Friday, I have a very special treat for you, and it's an exclusive treat just for Sankofa scholars. You guys are going to see it first. I want to share it with the world later, but I want to share it with you guys first. It's something that I've been working on all weekend just for you. And so stay tuned. Please make sure that you sign in every single day, but especially on Friday, because I have something very special for you guys, as we try to do every Friday for you for Friday Harambe's. But family, I'm going to leave it right here, and I hope that you guys have a great Monday, and I hope that you are all doing your work. And if you have any questions and concerns, please comment down below, email me, text me, or my email is m.martinez@sfacs.us, or have your parent text me, or communicate with your facilitators. Your facilitators are working so hard to make sure that you guys stay connected and stay educated and stay growing and positive. And I really want to shout out all of Sankofa's staff and facilitators, Dr. Mama and Brother Issa, for just your vision. Thank you so much, Dr. Mama and Brother Issa, for continuing to love your staff. And shout out to the lower school facilitators for doing such a phenomenal job. And scholars, please make sure that you're reaching out to them and saying thank you for loving us. Make sure that you reach out to your facilitator and let them know how much you appreciate the love that they pour into you. But at this time, I want to wish you all a great day. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week. Stay healthy and stay safe. Bye-bye.
Mo Jack and Billy, tattoo.